Hello. Just making sure I'm good everywhere. All right. So I am pretty much just kind of vibe testing and working on the Bsv21 overlay, and it's getting pretty cool. So I just thought I would stream. I'm going to try to talk to myself and or talk to any AI agents I use, which I will be using. And yeah, so maybe anyone who cares to watch can, and I will try to keep an eye on the chat, but I'm really bad at that. The first thing I'm going to do is just try to figure out how to get this thing dark because it's blinding me. Okay. What was I? Where did I leave off? Okay, that has. Okay. Still got to test that one. That one's good. Okay. So. I lied. I'm not going to speak to it when I have to give it more complex instructions. So I'm going to say the open AI stuff in Bsv21 overlay. No, we're going to say the Swagger UI stuff in Bsv21 overlay is blinding me. Can you please make it dark? I'm sure there's some supported way to do that. I'm going to go plan. See what you can figure out. All right. So where did I leave things off? I have. Wait, no, not that. Oh, yeah. I had another issue I was going to work on, and I forgot all about that. Yes, I don't even care about that task, but I just want it done. So I need to look at my sync code. Okay. So I had a problem earlier where when a transaction was coming into the overlay via this backend sync process I've got, I am returning an error, which is correct. Wait, is that correct? So that's returning out of process transaction. And here, if we have an error, well, we're just logging. Huh. So in my logs, I didn't put in that server over here. So this is a server where I have this is actually that Bsv21 oneset.dev server. That's just kind of my dev version of what will be the kind of long-term oneset hosted server here, but we're still just playing. But my sync process, when I get a failure, get failed to submit transaction, and then my whole processing loop is stopped. So it is in, let me look for failed to submit transaction. Okay, I already found that. Also, I was already down this path. Oops. Okay, here, if I get an error, I just log it. Here, if I get an error, I log it and I continue to the next token. So I stop processing that token. So that error should not be causing things to stop. What else could be causing things to stop? Here also, I'm just logging. Oh, wait a second. Process token. I get an error back there. I log, but I keep going here. I should not do that. Oh, actually, all of these should return. This should return error. And then this one is continuing. Members of wait, what? I have the same code twice. Or did I just get lost? I think I just got lost. Members. I keep getting lost in my code. There it is. So I'm looping over each of those and saying process token. Yes, if that happens, we are in a single token right now. Yes, we are. This should be a return. Nope. Yes. Yes. All right. I will push that up in a second. Sure. I see a thumbs up in the chat. First time I've looked at the chat. Hi, Luigi. I don't know. I don't want to do this. This seems messy, and I don't even know what it's doing. And I don't care to focus on that. So let me go here. What did I just fix? I just fixed this. Process token. If we hit an error, we return out of that. Perfect. Empty line removed. Same thing. If we hit an error, we return. Oh, yes. We return because this is process token. Yes. Cool. Refactor code, remove unnecessary blank lines, and improve. Yep. Sure. All right, so I'm going to stop the indexer thing. Get pull. Boom. So what I'm actually running here, almost all the base stuff is the open source Bsv21 Overlay repo, which I don't even know how to make a comment. I can put a comment in here. Let me find my link. There is the code base we're mostly working on, but this indexer thing has got some internal whiz bang stuff in it as well that it's kind of all going together. Okay, so that is chugging away. Actually, let me do this. Build. M2 restart 10. Okay. Now, if that fails with an SPV error, or stalls with an SPV error, that will be why, I think. Okay. So I want to test this thing out some, and it's going to be blaringly bright still, but I don't know how to change that. Can I? So I can adjust my monitor's brightness somehow. I don't know how to do that. Oh, I think I just turned it off. No, I put it to another source. Okay. Menu. Brightness. Oh, why is brightness at 100? No wonder the white is blinding. All right. So let's go through and play with the APIs we have. I'm going to grab from somewhere. Oops. Let's see here. Oh, actually, I think it already is. Okay. I want to be in Bsv21 Overlay. All right, so in our overlays, we have the concept of a whitelisted token. And so when you install the Bsv21 overlay, which at this point, it's still very much Debbie, there isn't any download and install thing, but we have this concept of whitelisted tokens. So basically, when you stand one of these things up, you just got to kind of point it at some other peer that is running the same, an overlay for the same tokens that you're going to run. And then you just add that token to your whitelist in here, and it will just automatically start syncing that token. And I guess I'll talk through what that means unless something else strikes me. So, all right, config run. So I'm going to go whitelist list. Okay, this is the money token. So let me go back over here. So let's try all these APIs out. So this one, the API one set Bsv21 token, and then the token ID gives you, look at this, descriptions, Bsv21 token metadata for a specific token ID. So this basically shows you the actual original deployment of that token. How many decimals, what the icon is, what the ID is, the op, which in this case will always be deploy plus mint, symbol, TXID, and the V out. Okay. So what we got next? Okay, so this one, let me cheat and look at the database and figure out. Nope, not that database. This database, maybe? Where? Okay, I'm looking for outputs. Heck, I might as well share this too. This is what's cool about it being blockchain stuff. Blockchain data is I don't have to care about most, as long as I'm not messing with keys. This is all public stuff. All right, so I'm looking for, I want topic. I want to be able to type. Wow, I'm really worthless at this. Okay, the topic for all of our tokens, every topic in the whole overlay ecosystem starts with TM underscore, and then whatever your topic is. So I'm just using the token ID of all our tokens as the topics for the overlays. So, oh yeah, I wanted to find what block one of these is. So let me just go find. Okay, let me grab a random block. All right. So this API right here, put in a token ID, put in a block height. Ooh, this might need some optimization. Well, yeah, it might need some. We'll see if it's slow. Okay. So what this API gives you is, first of all, it gives you the block information, not the full block header, but just kind of stuff you need for sequencing it. And then an array of these transaction objects. So this is a lot of these APIs I'm going through up here are very much for traditional kind of Web 2 web services that are going to make an API call in to kind of not work at the low level overlay magic of beefs. And this is for regular devs to just kind of get the information that's out of here. So, and actually I should So any of these routes that are Bsv21 namespaced are kind of in the Bsv21 implementation, but the other ones I'll get to later are actually in a more generalized library to just provide kind of standard interfaces to read some of the other one-set stuff we're going to have. Anyways, so per block, it's giving me all the transactions, which gives me the inputs which belong to this overlay topic. So in the case of this transaction, it's a Bsv21 transaction. These are only the Bsv21 inputs and outputs that are going to come in this. It doesn't care at all about any other outputs, any payments, anything. So we have just kind of standard UTXO data. Scores I'll get to, but I think that shouldn't be showing. Okay, so within each input, we have the TXID, the vout. We have this kind of generic data blob. I mean, it's not generic for this Bsv21 key, but for kind of the whole system, the base system, any different lookup services can stick any random data in this blob they want. And then we get the script, we got the Satoshis, and then outputs, exactly the same objects, but they don't have a TXID because that would be duplicated because we have it right here. And that's it for this block view. Now we also, let's go to, actually, I want to copy this value. All right, so this will look up a specific transaction in that same format. And this one we can include the full beefy. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of my tasks was going to be to throw some height information on this data. Actually, I need to make some notes for myself. Notes. I want to make sure that doesn't open up on that window. Okay. So we need to add block data to transaction route. And we need to look at score on transaction results. Okay. Let's keep going on the APIs. Okay, so these APIs are actually more, they look more complicated than they really are. So this Bsv21, the lookup service I've got for it is when it sees a token, it's basically categorizing the locking script into a locking script that it understands. So P2PKH, if it's held by a P2PKH script. If it's held by the money cosigner, it's COS. So let's actually get our token ID. Let me find my Nope, I don't want to send it. Let me get my address. Okay, so if I look up cosign is the lock type with my address. So this is going to give me my transaction history. Honestly, it's part of what I'm doing here is trying to figure out if the data is all consistent. So I don't even know what this gives me. So Bsv21's for a token ID, for a given address, what is my history? Oh, well, do I need that? Okay, there's another thing for our list. Let's get this. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so what this was supposed to give me is basically my well, I don't know that it's just history. Complete transaction history. So yeah, this is my spends and unspends of all of my transaction outputs. I'm pretty sure it's in, I don't remember what the format is, so I really want this to work. Actually, I could look at the documentation. Duh. Yeah, it's going to give me the same output format as what the other one did, just not in the context of a transaction. Okay. But let's see if my unspends work. Nope. Okay. And let's try this one. So this should give me what my balance is for a given address. Okay, that one is working. So it basically just tells you, okay, for that token, you've got, this is your balance, and this is your, how many UTXOs that's across. So just to clarify, this whole API, like, we're somewhere, someone I'm associated with is going to be hosting one of these things. That's kind of just a seed on the network. But the whole point of overlay services is you're running your own node. You're owning but it's not a Bitcoin node. It's an overlay node. So if you want to do like POW20 mining, your POW20 miner would be running this Bsv21 overlay essentially as its database. So the overlay services takes care, well, plus some things I'm wiring and figuring out on top of it, takes care of all the data syncing. It's going to figure out how to go out and get you data. Now, at first, that really means just you're pointing at some other known host. So whether it's a friend of yours that's running this thing, whether it's, but there's already some stuff in the that's out there for these ship broadcasting, which is a way for you to basically publish on chain and be discoverable that you're hosting these things. But that's kind of outside of the scope of this right here. You've got this thing running on your computer. It's syncing with the network, and it is your local database of that token. So from there, that means if you want to run something like a POW20 miner, you'll need it. If you want to run some sort of any sort of a decentralized service on a peer-to-peer communication layer, this is how you read the state of the blockchain for the things you care about. And you join a network that is all somehow, and by somehow, I don't mean technologically. I mean, technologically, yes, but like the economics, all that kind of stuff, who pays who for what, outside of the scope of the technical solution. Yeah, I feel like I just rambled. So basically, if you're part of a community that cares about a token, members of that community will be running nodes that keep that data for that community alive and synced with each other. And there has to be some, I mean, whether it be goodwill, whether there be an economic system, whether there be whatever, the fact of the matter is this is just about the syncing of the data and you kind of having your own syncable view of the blockchain, whatever piece of the blockchain you care about. Okay, so our balance worked. Oops. And these are the post endpoints, which do the exact same query logic. So I'm not going to worry about those yet. So let's go to our history endpoint. Let's make you bigger. Nope, not you. This pane bigger. Let's close that. Okay. Server.go. Oh yeah, not here. Here. Register Bsv21 routes. What do we got here? Block height. TXID, that one worked. Balance, that one worked. History. Okay. Let's actually try this. Oh, good. Okay. Hey. Go run command server star minus p 8000. All right, let's see if it works on my local one. That is the wrong, oh, that's not the wrong browser. And I need to go to API/docs. I don't actually even know if money is fully synced on this computer or on this, but we can at least see if it blows up and we can at least track the logic. Okay. I'm gonna stop that. We're gonna go, I think I've got that set up right, hopefully. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? I think I just clicked back. Yep. Go big. I'm fighting with my browser. There we go. API docs. Too much. No. Okay. Boop. Token ID, block type, address. Okay, if I look at engine, topic managers, AE, boo, boo, boo. Okay. Well, that's wrong. So this, I don't want to, this storage engine doesn't really matter how it works under the covers, but it looks like I'm making some bad assumptions. So let's go question.event equals empty. Restart. So basically in this query engine, you can either pass in one event or a whole array of events. Sometimes I really just need to deep dig into the kind of the event engine, because it's pretty powerful ways just to kind of like find transactions based on a thing. It's just your own little index from the data that you get out of the overlay, so you can find stuff. So my generic parser was populating that event field, and I probably need to fix that otherwise, but I want to test it first. So I already did restart, didn't I? Oh, still got a 500 error. Let's try again. Topic, populate, unspent only. Okay, I'm a history, so find output data. Oh, this is using the SQLite version. All right. Oh, I'm building a query. If event is not equal, but it is, I just set that. Oh, did I hit the wrong API? Nope, address history. Maybe I didn't restart. Oh, still got a 500. Question. Okay, must just mean that was. Oh. I might have some bad logic here. What? Let me comment that up. Let me see what this is doing. Why would I not be doing this? Wait a second. I'm not specifying. I'm very confused what's going on. I don't have a parameter. Where is that coming from? Okay, I am building an event based on this. That's going in the array. Now let's go in here. Event. Oh, or, never mind. Oh, that's nice and lazy of me. So because I didn't want to figure out if we were at the beginning of a where and whether to put an and or not, we just have a truth statement. I don't know if that's I don't even remember where that came from. So lazy. Maybe it should get cleaned up. Maybe it's fine. It probably is fine, actually. All right. Why don't I just jump down and just see what the freaking query is instead of a step-by-step in this thing. I'm just feeling query. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is literally just a buffer. All right. I should print it out. Nope. Can I enter that in print line? Oh well. We'll print this array. We'll be fine. Oh, that's in. Yeah, that's okay. We're just testing. Ooh. I don't know what just happened there. Error. No such table spends. Ah, okay. What are we looking up here? We are looking up find output data in the SQLite storage. What was the function? That was find output data. Oops. Whoa. Join spends S. No, this should be outputs. Yes. Where? Wait. Spends where? O dot spend. Oh, nope. Crap. What am I trying to do here? Let's look at my schema. All right, outputs table. Change spend. Okay. So this is the transaction ID which spent this transaction. So I'm trying to look up what are the outputs that were spent in this transaction. So did I lose my spot? I certainly did. Okay, so outputs. This stupid tab or Copilot-y thing. Go away. Too many helper-y things. Stop it. Okay. So where O dot spend equals S dot TXID. So I'm finding everything from outputs and essentially the inputs to that transaction. No, O.txid equals S. Nope, that was wrong. I'm gonna look up the ones that were spent in the current transaction. Yes. O.txid, you piece of poop. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. All right, where we started. Let's just see if it works first. No, still got a 500. No such table spends. That feels like that didn't get the change it just made. Oh, that's because I changed. We're just going to undo all that. Go.mod. Oops. There's a cat trying to escape. 500. No such table output events. What the heck happened to this thing? I guess I haven't really tested it in quite a while. Output events. I think it's just called events. Events. All right. Okay. No such column O.B out. History lookup error. Nope, that's not the one. We're going to just do it again. Actually, I already know what method this is. O.V out. file is huge. Oh, it doesn't have the out because it's just got an out point. Okay. Which of course has the v out in it. The question is now, where the heck am I? Right? No. Where am I parsing this thing? Rows next. Oh, right here. Okay. Still 500. No such. What the heck happened with my? I did merge a couple different things. I bet you. I could have swore I had this tested and working on SQLite. Spending TXID. What? Oh, I'm in the wrong file. Spend. Seems to me like well, who knows? Yay! Yeah. No. Oh, that's this data. That's this computer that's not up to date yet. Let's try the other one. That one's still getting the error. Oh, because I just typed it wrong. It's O dot. Oh, no, I didn't. O dot spent. That's not right either. Spend is null, right? Spend, yes, is my TXID. Okay, so I didn't even need that one. Is that literally it? Okay. Oh, because it's not this project. That all makes sense. Overlay. Okay. Oh, no, I wanted it this way. Yeah, this is right. IDX outputs TXID topic. TXID, and yes, this is the way we want. Oh, that's Rue. I don't want Rue. I want it said. Is there a way to? Yeah, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, you piece of crap! I keep bumping buttons on my mouse. They're navigating. Okay. All right, fix that, fix that, fix that. Fix that. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep. Okay. X SQLite queries. Actually, let's see what this comes up with. I'm not saved. It was not a spiritual comment. That was a code comment. Sure. What? Oh, there it is. Go.mod is going to go to, oops, crap. So I'm working on several projects here. This overlay project is kind of like some just general tools for quickly getting up and running with basically some standard library stuff that I've built out. It's open source, whatever. Use it, don't use it. But it makes it so you can build in. It's all the tools to like build out this event service and other stuff I've hinted at, which I'll get into if anyone cares. Okay, we got that. We got that. Okay. It's too verbose, but who cares? I don't need my chats to tell me that I added a new white space, or my commits, I mean. All right, so I just pushed that. So let's go back over here. Here. Get pull. Build. Okay. PM2 restart 9. Close that one. Go over here. Well, it's failing much slower. Oh, that's the new index that I just created that I didn't wire up right. I think where that was on. Oops. Did I just typed something? No. Oh, what just happened? Okay, we're back. Other here. lost my train of thought. Oh, it's very slow. Oh, it's still going. Okay, so that was, what was that called? Find output data. Outputs S on, okay. I think that index, oh, does this create tables not, when does that run? It always runs, okay. Topic spend, okay. And o.topic. I always like to put my joining table first. S.topic equals o.topic. Unfortunately, let's see if I can do this here. That's not going to work. Oops. All right, we'll just do a full push again. Overlay. Let me just change it over here. I'm in the wrong. Do 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 do. No, I want to go. It's funny, I've been hitting this stuff so hard for so many days. I'm feeling kind of brain dead here, but I'm still keep enjoying playing with this stuff. Restart 9. Okay, oops. No do PM2 logs 9. Hey, data coming back. Okay, so what are we looking up here? This was my historical Why am I joining spends on this? SQLite. What am I getting from S? What the heck is this doing? Oh, because I'm in a working tree. I feel like this must have been a remnant of something past. Do I use S dot for anything else? No. Okay, what else are we doing here? Find, okay, so this is taking my query question thingy, building a query to find, okay, the output data. You know what? Let me go to, I do not remember what any of these methods are on. Mark UTXOs as spent. Update output set spend equals. Oh, I think I remember where my brain was. I need another note for myself. So the issue here is there are some overlays where you can process transactions out of order. That is not the case with Bsv21. It won't let, I mean, it recovers well from it, doesn't break anything, but you can't ever process a transaction before its inputs have been processed. But this logic, where this confusing stuff I was trying to do was actually store my spends data in a separate table so that it could process transactions out of order, and it could actually update that a transaction spent another transaction. But that was way overkill. So I don't even need that logic anymore. So now let me go back to my function and make it make sense. Kind of want to make this more elegant, but I don't really. Oops. What? Oh, shoot. I updated my Go mod already. I would normally have music on and be entertained, but I don't think I can do that if I'm streaming things because. Hi, Daddy. Oh, crap. I closed my local one. Stop it. Okay, it didn't break. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Boop. What was that? Okay. Oh, wrong one. Yay, I didn't break anything. And we still have spend data. Okay. Mark that off the list. Add block data to transaction route. I don't even know where I get all that stuff from. Wrong one. I've never had problems with these side buttons on my mouse navigating before, and now I've just hit them like 5 times. I hit my keyboard too. Maybe I should be like better posture, in control of my situation here. Getting sloppy. All right, get transaction by topic on the SQLite implementation. No, I don't want to be looking at this one. I want to be looking at this one. Where do I get the block data? Where do I get the block data? I don't. It's where I call it that I get it. Which is going to be in Bsv21 Overlay. Block header, get block by height. How cool is that? But I'm not getting. Get transaction by topic. So I'm getting all the outputs. Literally, I can put keep switching between different databases, so I'm not remembering what anything's called. Block height, block IDX. And then I have a type, transaction data. Oh, I should also put, no, that's all I need here. So I go here. I kind of like the more concise names, but index is very okay. Oh, wait a second. Does that score also omit empty? Oh, that's on. No, it's not. Might get two birds stoned at the same time here. Okay. I'm really not doing a whole lot of narrating here, obviously. So this is probably, I can't imagine people are watching, but if anyone has questions and wants to pop in and interact, I will happily lead through anything, but I doubt anyone's even watching. I can probably find this out. I don't actually know how to do that. Don't care. Lost my train of thought again. Okay, block height, block index. Okay. Not the output data. Oh, do I get the transaction somewhere else? No, those are the inputs. These are all in the same transaction, or the same height. Just move that up there. Ooh, what was that? I don't know what I was trying to do. Okay. So I probably have enough data to do this one locally. Go mod. All right, I'm already pointing to it. So I need to find. Okay, so I need to go. Is that the right one? No. Open a database. Yup. Actually, I don't know what this helper is that keeps trying to help, but it is a little aggressive. I have no outputs at all in this system. Am I using a different database? I'm not specifying an events URL. Well, I think we can remedy this. Actually, all right, so this is kind of neat. So I mentioned the whitelist earlier. So let's do this again. If I go, well, it must have had something to build. Config.run white list list. Okay. So how this environment is right now is as if these databases, they have nothing in them at all. So I've just installed Bsv21 Overlay. I whitelisted this one token. And I have a couple little configuration options, which you don't even actually need. Well, I think when it's all, you certainly don't need that one. I think when it's all done, we'll have defaults that work for everything. But anyways, then, so I don't know if I go, nope, I want to be over here. So if I just run my server.run, set my port 8000 minus S true. Oops, I didn't actually, do I have any peers set up? I bet you I don't. I don't. Oh. I do. Okay, so in theory, if I start this server with the minus P equals 8,000 minus S equals true, that did not work. Failed to, oh, something is already running it. Not there. Oh, I bet you I've got port forward. Yeah. Nope, that's 8080. If nothing else, the little whole figure out how to put together your command line options. I mean, obviously, you want to make sure you know what you're doing, but yeah, that's fine. Oh, thank you. I've got my debugger running. Actually, I have, let's sync the debugger, or the debug the sync process. So I should probably do an actual dedicated video, not a rambling session, on the different methods of syncing that overlay services. So built in, it's got this concept of GASP, which is GASP is at the basic level, I know someone who is running an overlay of this topic. When I start up my server, whenever I start up this GASP sync process, it's basically going to figure out what transactions I've got, figure out which transactions the peer has, and then load in any ones that I don't have that they have. And also, I think there's a part of it where it sends back to them any that they didn't have that you did. But this is how it's wired up right now. It's literally just the server starts up, it tries to sync, and let's see how far it gets. Apparently, I had problems earlier because I've got breakpoints there. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking into. So, all right. Well, that's not really helpful. But let's see how this works. Yes. Oh. All right. So in the overlay services engine, there's this provide foreign sync response. And that is calling find UTXOs for topic. I know I was playing with the indexes around that earlier. So maybe I've got some other screwed up logic here. First of all, let's go to this part. On my local one. Well, but I need to run this not on my local one. I need to run it on this one. Overlay.db. Where topic and spend is null. TM underscore and score greater than 0. Let's throw order by score limit 10. Okay, we have data. If I could find my code again. Query it. Scan output. Rows. What? Oh. Ah. Scan output. I changed my, these two things need to work together, and I changed that query. No, that was a different thing. That was a different thing. That's, oh, it does. Huh. That seems like that should work. Oh, did I push that? I never tested that. Okay. I did not test that. Because I wanted to fix this. Okay, we're gonna commit this stuff. Add block info to tx. Tx what? Route. Him to restart. Nope, I want to build. Okay, so in theory, what I just did should have but didn't add the block height here. Beef false. but it did remove the score, so that's one win. Oh, this isn't the one that was supposed to show the height. No, yes, it is. Oh, no, it's there. Sweet. Okay, so we got our block height, block index. Was this? Ooh, I don't. Here's a transaction with no inputs. I think I've still got something wrong. Because except for the deployment transaction, you should not be able to have one that doesn't have inputs. That was this guy. You know what? Screw this. What's the method called? Let's just have a little fun. Let's let it look at the. No, wrong database. You're not gonna believe me when I say this, but I'm feeling very lazy right now, and I don't actually use it. I should say I've been really, really loving AI, but that's when I've got my brain to focus on it and make sure I know what it's doing. And I'm actually quite tired right now, but I want to get this working. That's the code I just added, I think. $10.73. What the heck are we doing here? Save events. This is not the right issue at all. I'm not getting the right file. Yeah, you're crazy. You crazy, man. All right. That's our outputs. Then for each of our outputs. Okay, we're not doing any crazy join stuff there. Get all inputs for this transaction. Because that is a this transaction. Okay. Well, that's all good. Well, let's look it up. Nothing. Oh no, that's my record. I got it. It's there. Put rows. I'm building outputs. Okay. I vaguely remember this being weird. Okay, so that's really all there is to it. I read out my inputs, I read out my outputs, and put them together. Just make sure I actually went through the full build restart process. Come on, I did that. 4.3. 4B3. That's the right 4B362. 4B362. We got the right one. Whoa. Why do I keep getting 8? Because I keep typing 8. 9. Okay. Somewhere here I've got one of these already. Request sync response. Headers, topic, body, yep. Okay, this is not coming back immediately. It means the server side's working right, I think. Or it's frozen. Oh, or it failed. That's because I am pointing at the wrong server. I think that should, ooh. I'm not getting results back. UTXO's list is 0, empty. Why? Why? I just confused two completely different things, but that's okay. Two things wrong. Okay. The puppers, they are barking. They're barking quite a lot. All right, I think I'm fading here fast, so I'm going to shut down the stream, and maybe when I've got some energy tomorrow, I will actually do something that's worth interacting with, because I'm beat. And that's it. Good night. Oh, hey, look. Someone actually made a comment at some point. Yes, I use the $200 a month Claude plan like all the time. I'm just right now, when I interact with Claude, I'm very much, I have conversations. I have fairly in-depth conversations. In fact, well, my original plan was to do that, tonight. But then when I started talking and thinking, and the brain just stopped. So I probably shouldn't have even bothered. But tomorrow I'll be fresh and maybe I'll try again. Good night.